Hi, everybody. My name is Peyton Snay, and in celebration for Autism Awareness Month, I am going to be reading Sesame Street's "We're Amazing 1, 2, 3." So I got this book right when I got this autograph from fan mail um, from Alan Maruska, who plays Alan from Sesame Street, and he also signed this as well. Um, I think the whole point of why I want to do this video is because I've been on the spectrum. I've been diagnosed with autism and Asperger's since I was 9. Over the past 2.5 years, I've been, uh, expressing it through social media and just basically letting it all out. Letting the awareness spread, basically. So, without further ado, let's read "We're Amazing 1, 2, 3." You can also buy. I think this is actually the. This is like half of the. I think the best parts. I think you could buy the full book on like Amazon, maybe Amazon Prime. All right, there's a picture right there. Oh. This is a picture of Elmo's friend Julia. Elmo and Julia have played together since they were really little. They like to do lots of the same things. Elmo likes blocks. He builds really tall block towers. He also likes to knock them down. Crash! Julia likes blocks too. She lines them up in a row. In a row. Cool wall, Elmo says. See, there he is. He knocked them all down. There's his little friend, putting them up in straight like lines. Okay. Elmo likes to play with his toy cars and trucks. So does Julia. She especially likes spinning the wheels around and around. Elmo and Julia both like playing games on the tablet. Elmo looks at the screen and giggles. Banana begins with the letter Z, he says. Julia laughs. No, it doesn't, she says loudly. Julia goes with Elmo to the playground because they both love to swing. They even made up a swinging song. Swingy swing, swingity swing, they chant. Abby arrives at the playground. Hi, Elmo, says Abby. Who's your friend? This is Julia. Julia, this is Abby, Elmo says. But Julia doesn't look at Abby. Hi, Abby calls loudly. But Julia doesn't answer. Your friend doesn't like me, says Abby sadly. Elmo doesn't think that's true, Elmo says. It's just hard for her to talk when she's swinging. So Abby waits till Julia is done. Hi, Julia, she says again. Can I play with you and Elmo? That they're swinging. There's pictures right there. But Julia just looks down. Abby is confused. Elmo's daddy told Elmo that Julia has autism, Elmo says, so she does things a little differently. Sometimes Elmo talks to Julia using fewer words, and sometimes Elmo says the same thing a few times. Can I play? Abby asks Julia. Can I play? But Julia doesn't look at Abby. Oh, and sometimes Elmo waits a long time for Julia to answer, Elmo adds. So Abby and Elmo wait. Finally Julia says, play with Abby and Elmo. Sparkle-tastic, Abby says. What should we play? Then Julia says, Spy? I Spy? I love that game, Abby says. I spy with my little eye a blue feather. See the blue feather anywhere? Julia looks around. She quickly spots something, runs over to it, and comes back with the feather. You see that? She laps and flaps her hands around and around. Flapping is what Julia does when she's excited. Elmo jumps up and down, and Abby spins in a pirouette. That's what they do when they're excited. You're an expert at I Spy, Julia, Abby says. We got here. Julia starts to sing. She has a pretty voice. She sounds loud and happy. Wow, your singing is really pretty, Julia, says Abby. She joins in, but she forgets the words to the song. She asks Elmo what comes next. Elmo thinks sorry. Elmo doesn't remember. But Julia remembers. She remembers the words to song after song. The three new pals sing together for a long time. In fact, I'll just do it like this. Alright. And then I'll show the pictures afterwards. Oh, you know what? I think I'm assuming that's supposed to be the Alan character. So what should we do next? Asks Elmo. Snack, says Julia. Off to Hooper's store. But inside Hooper's store, Julia seems scared. She claps her hands over her ears. What's the matter? Asks Abby. Julia has really good ears, explains Elmo. Sometimes she hears noises that Elmo doesn't notice. Like the noise the blender makes. She really doesn't like it. Don't worry, guys. I'll turn the blender off, says Alan. Then Julia takes her hands away from her ears. What do you suppose that they're having there? Hot cocoa for me, decides Abby. Hot cocoa for Elmo too, Elmo says. But now, Julia seems worried. She shakes her head back and forth. No hot, she says. Alan thinks for a minute. Then he tells her, cold chocolate milk for you, Julia? Thanks, Elmo and Abby say. 1, 2, 3 mugs, counts Julia. Yeah, and 1, 2, 3 friends, counts Abby, pointing to each of them. And that's the last page. The 3 friends sip their drinks. And 1, 2, 3 milk mustaches, counts Elmo, giggling. We're all amazing. 1, 2, 3. So that's it. Again, I think there's actually a full book you can actually get online. So, yeah, I was very surprised when, the actor, had sent me this book. I was very surprised indeed. So, again, really appreciate this. I think, too, for a month, from what I saw, I think it was actually on their Instagram page for the Sesame Street amusement park. They're open for a limited time for like a meet and greet with the Julia character. Because I think the Julia character has been around actually for like 6 or 7 years now. So, yeah, this is something I've been wanting to do for quite a bit, especially around this time of month. So I think this is actually the 3rd day of Autism Awareness Month as we're filming this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys later.